tell your secrets.
Yeah, Bella, get in there.
With Bella's bowl.
Ooh, this one's crazy. My roommate is nuts. Any advice?
Kick his ass out.
A nutty roommate. I heard a lot of horror stories of having psycho roommates, and I'm like,
What's the definition of psycho and roommates? Because everybody's kind of weird in college. You know what I'm
everyone
saying?
is weird.
They're
So-
trying to find themselves.
But
So did you
I
have
heard-
on-campus dormitories?
yes, I had to stay on
Okay,
campus.
okay,
I had to
okay.
live on campus for a year, and so you get to mingle around with other people, and everyone had multiple roommates, and so you kind of just.
So I gotta ask
Here,
a
I'll
question
just-
as somebody who's never done the dormitory
Mhm.
life. Is it basically like living in a normal apartment but on campus
Basically,
for the most part?
For the most part, yeah. So like I was privileged enough to have like an apartment set up. So I had my own room. We shared a bathroom. We shared the living room, kitchen. But I had my own room. Now, when you're getting down and dirty in the dormitories, you're in the same room. That's
Like bunk beds and shit?
yes. Bunk beds, like you're in the same room with two, sometimes up to 4 people.
Is that where you share like one of those like
Communal
locker
bathrooms?
room showers
Yes,
and whatnot?
like
Don't
everyone
drop
on
the
the-
soap in there.
Yes. It's very much.
I mean, if you've been in
character
sports
building.
before, you do that anyways. But
Yeah.
that would suck to have to do that every day. Like,
Yeah.
you understand after a practice or whatever, but if you gotta go home to that,
Mhm.
My roommate is nuts. In 2 weeks, the roommate that came in has made our kitchen disgusting and pretends she doesn't see it. Also wants to be our best friend. I don't know what to do. Oh, that's so rude. She
Maybe-
wants to be friends.
maybe include her and she would start cleaning or
I
something.
know.
I am 32 female in a shared house with 5 other girls.
Oh, damn.
That's
Crazy
Oh,
roommates
no.
are the least of your problems. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. The landlord finds roommates and rents each room individually. Though the majority of us have lived in the house together for years and most are rarely home, since there's so many of us and the shared living area is small. We all rarely have people over and are very cautious, especially in the kitchen. We're very courteous.
Courteous.
Oh, we're very courteous, especially in the kitchen. The new girl is a student, 22 female. I cleaned our entire house up and down before she moved in. She has been here for 2 weeks and our kitchen is absolutely trashed. She burns and baked in spinach and cumin into the oven burners. The kitchen counters got covered in some kind of sticky substance that hardens. Also leaves spots all over the floor. There's empty food wrappers, etc. I told her in a friendly way that since the landlord doesn't live with us, we all have to clean up after ourselves. And her response was, "Just tell me what to do." And I'm standing in a sticky puddle. I'm standing in a sticky puddle, just entirely speechless. Like, look around, duh. She said, "Okay." Then literally picked up the piece of spinach and onion skins like she was done. Like she didn't scrub the burners where it was now black and caked in cumin, or sweep the pieces of food all over the floor, which has never accumulated this fast. She doesn't do her dishes. She only did exactly what I told her. Other weirdness, she will talk to herself while she was studying, but only when you enter the dining room. She's quiet when she's in there alone. And then she bought sneakers that look exactly like mine. She cleans the microwave with toilet paper.
Gross.
I wear headphones around the house now because she's got way too personal way too fast, and basically started calling us her besties. Like, girl, I just met you 10 minutes ago. I don't think she sleeps because we share a wall, and I've woken up to random thuds at all hours of the night. I don't know what to do.
She's getting smashed on. No judgment.
She doesn't pay me rent, so I can't charge her for not cleaning or have real repercussions here.
She doesn't pay any rent.
She doesn't pay her rent. She pays
Oh.
the landlord rent, so she's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
so I have no say
yeah,
for not cleaning
Yeah,
and being
yeah,
loud. I can make her a list like a child, that cleaning the kitchen involves sweeping, swiffering, wiping down the counters, and scrubbing the burners, putting dishes in the sink and washing them, but she seems to retaliate to anything I say to her like it's a personal attack. Advice welcome. I seriously just cleaned the kitchen and was already a little bit ticked. None of the other girls helped. So to see it completely trashed and know I'm the only one who will clean it irks me to hell and back.
Only child. But
Maybe.
And she's 22 compared to 35.
Well, I take resentment to the only child. I'm going to use my opinion to start off on the only child thing. There's going to be let's say a half of only children that are so spoiled rotten, they don't know how to do anything for themselves
Yes.
at all. And I've seen that.
Mhm.
But I've also seen that from people who are the youngest of the
Yes,
family.
yes.
And there's different personality types that are more prone to that. Now, only childs or firstborns, so let's go ahead and clump them in together. They typically are the ones that know how to do everything and are very self-sufficient because they were the first and the only. So I'll give you my experience. So like I always joke that when I grew up knowing how to do the outside, classified in quotations, men work, the yard work, things like that. And then because I was the only child, I also learned how to do all the housework, cook, clean, and take up after myself because there wasn't anybody to share the load with.
yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But now getting back to the point, I mean, how old is she? 32?
Yeah, she's 32,
So
and
my
then the new
opinion-
roommate is 22.
I understand that. My first piece of advice is if you're 32, you probably don't need to still be living
With
in a
5
house
other people.
that are renting
Yeah, that's-
rooms.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that's-
And no judgment there, but that's kind of, I mean, if you got to do that, that should be a 6 months to a year max type stop in your life, not when you're 32. Have your own house, that's ideal, right? And then if you're in college and you're blessed enough to have a suite type living where you have your own rooms and you're sharing at least just one bathroom with one person, right? And then there's that communal living,
Yes.
which you talked about, where it's one big shared, like, you know, I'm guessing even a kitchen area or mess hall, bathroom, whatever the case may be, you're limited. That's pretty much the same kind of situation that you're in, but in a house.
Yeah.
Because you guys are all renting from the landlord. And of course, you're not the boss because you're just another person like her, but complain to the landlord and say, hey,
Yeah.
one of the people we have here is going against the vibe. We don't mind, but can you please directly tell her to clean up after herself, because at this point she's damaged your burners. We're not going to pay out of our deposit for something that you're allowing in
Yeah.
to destroy it.
Yes.
Okay.
That like story is so common, and I was baffled going into college and hearing a lot about everyone's experiences, because it's like people truly do grow up not caring about cleaning up after themselves, not caring about being courteous to others and people around them. And I walked into apartments of friends, mutuals, and it's disgusting. And
That's
I'm
gross.
like, how do y'all live like this?
Yeah.
And of course, everyone's like, oh, it's this person, it's this person.
It's
this
never them.
It's
Yeah.
never yes, right? And so, but I feel like there is always a situation where there's somebody in the house that doesn't know how to clean up after themselves, that doesn't be courteous to those around them. And I mentioned that she sounds like an only child because I remember she said that she kind of complains and throws a big fit when she tells her to do anything. Like
Right.
that kind of
kid.
gives, yes, like a
Yeah.
kid, like that kind of gives me like only child vibes. But going back to the thing of like you're 32 and you're living in a house with 5 people.
I mean,
Like-
is it a mansion where it's like baller and none of y'all could live there if you didn't live there together? Or are you crammed in a small little house where 5
I'm
people
sure
are like
they
moving around
cram.
like sardines?
Crazy
If you're
cool.
32 and you still got roommates, something went wrong.
Something went wrong, and it kind of seems like you're not
Because-
doing your best to get out of the situation.
Right.
If you've lived there for years.
That's why it needs to be a pit stop. Because if you're 32 and I say something went wrong, even if you are a single person but your career's rocking, you're gonna have your own small crib.
Yeah.
You're not gonna choose to live with 5 other people. If you're then at the same time, just you know what do you like to do the most? I like to do dishes. Cool, you do dishes. I like to vacuum. I like to do this. Everybody just have
Divide
one
and conquer.
responsibility and
Yes.
boom, then you guys ain't doing shit every day, all day.
Yeah,
and you got a
that's good
clean
advice.
crib. Yeah.
That's good advice. Definitely all sit down, all the mates together. Everyone assign a chore list, like how we did, like
Yeah. You
um,
throw the trash out, you do this, and
all one.
divide the chores
Yeah.
for sure.
So
Yes.
definitely that is for my advice. That is part of my advice. Sit down, make a chore chart with everybody's name. There's so many of y'all. There is no reason why the house should be dirty.
Yeah.
I don't even
Even
think
if
there's
it-
5 chores in the house.
That's what I'm
daily.
saying.
You
Even
know what
if
I'm
one
saying?
person does one thing, the house will be spotless. Like
That's
like,
just
what?
lazy.
There's so many people.
Yeah.
Okay, second of all, 32. I'm sorry. You are 32 years old and have 5 roommates. Move out.
Unless you're living
Unless
in
you're living-
Malibu,
yes, unless
in
you're
a
living
beach
like
house, somewhere
Yeah.
super
New
baller,
York, LA, something.
then do
that's
your
like-
thing. You know what I'm
But
saying?
if you're not,
Then that's
call
just
Move
sad.
In next
There you
at
go.
432-201-1105, and we
Bye.
will get you a house
Yes.
Of your own.
of your own.
No roommates.
Or one roommate where you're the landlord. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yes, like,
you
oh my
have
goodness,
the
girl.
power to
Or-
decide.
But yeah,
On top of the house thing, or you guys just all pitch in $20 to get somebody to come and clean.
Yeah,
That-
that
Nobody
is-
does shit. Y'all
Yes.
throw in 20 on it or 5 on
that
it or
would
whatever.
eliminate all the arguments too.
Bam.
Instead of, well, you didn't clean right, or you
Yeah.
didn't rinse
Everybody
the dishes
throw in
right.
$10
It's like, hey,
a week, you
Yes,
know, or
you're so
whatever.
smart because I didn't think about that at first.
Me
But that would be like a
either.
lifesaver. I would love that shit.
Case
All day.
closed.
Case closed.
Case closed.
Let's move on to the next story then.
That was so good. That was so good.
We
Good
killed
job.
with the
Good job.
advice.
Yes,
There you go.
that's- I want this one. Okay. Let's see. Oh.
What?
It says, "Am I the asshole for sleeping with my sister's husband?"
You're a slut.
Wait, what if this is the sister that the boyfriend knocked up with those 2 girls from episode
You're
1.
still a
That's like my
Then at
first
least you
song.
confirmed it. You'll hear the other side of that shit. Damn.
Wow.
There's too many fish in the sea. Stop banging your freaking relatives and friends.
Seriously.
Partner, you know what I mean?
I recently slept with her husband and now she refuses to speak to me. However, I genuinely believe that I'm not solely to blame for the fallout, and I need an impartial judgment on whether I'm the asshole or not. Prior to the incident, I noticed some questionable behavior from my brother-in-law, 33, towards me. Feeling concerned about my sister's well-being, I decided to address the issue with her. However, she dismissed my concerns, leaving me unsure how to proceed. My sister works as a flight attendant and is gone more than she is home. My brother-in-law recently lost his job and was feeling depressed. During one of her frequent absences from the house, she asked me to keep her husband company. She trusted me and didn't believe the warnings that I gave her before about his creepy behavior towards me. But I saw this as an opportunity to support their marriage and help them rebuild their connection.
Yeah, okay.
Unfortunately, as we spent more time together, our bond deepened, and we eventually crossed the line. We had both been drinking, and he was complaining to me about the troubles in their marriage and how he hasn't been okay for a while. He was crying, and I comforted him. One thing led to another, and we did the unthinkable. I woke up realizing the nature of what I did immediately.
Shit, I thought about that before.
Sorry. And I realized the nature of what happened. We've both been so intoxicated that we stupidly ended up falling asleep together. I woke up to my sister screaming and hitting the both of us. How could you do this to me? We're sisters. I trusted you. She couldn't even give me a chance to explain and kick me out of the house. Now she refuses to speak to me and she's filed for divorce, and both of our parents are siding with her, saying that I violated family moral. I believe there are multiple factors at play here, and I'm not the only one responsible for the breaking of their marriage. While I acknowledge my mistake, I also question why my sister failed to address the issue in her relationship and why she left her husband in my care without setting clear boundaries.
I got one question before Bella starts it off. I automatically heard slept with, they banged, and then you said fell asleep with.
Okay.
Which one is it?
Yeah.
Because neither one are okay. But I want to know how much
She
of
said
it.
we did the unthinkable. They fucked and fell asleep next to each other.
Okay. So yeah,
Go ahead.
you're an asshole for
Automatically.
sure. Automatically.
She didn't
So,
set
so,
clear
so,
boundaries. That's your sister, you freaking weirdo.
Right.
She shouldn't have to say, hey, don't sleep with him.
Yes.
She trusted you.
It should be a fucking common sense to be like, oh, let me just not sleep with her husband. And just to start off, like, when it comes to, because she mentioned that they were already having troubles in their marriage and yada, 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 he was depressed. Boo fucking who. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's not an excuse.
That's not an excuse. And it seemed they're close in age. She's 29. Her sister's 31. It's one of those things that, I guess what I just said, it's common sense to not sleep with your sister's husband. And it's neither an excuse that they're already having problems in their marriage. That doesn't pertain to you. Isn't
At all.
It has nothing to do with you. It's not none of your business. And two, she, explained that they were drinking one night. He was venting, whatever. They got obliterated, drunk, whatever. I've always been a person that is, what you do when you're drunk or under the influence doesn't dismiss the action.
No.
You
Yeah,
can't use
that's
that as
right.
an excuse.
You would have done it anyway.
Yes.
It's an excuse.
It's one of those things like how they say
I was drunk.
drunk words or sober thoughts type
Yeah.
of thing. Like, it doesn't dismiss the issue and it's not an excuse.
Yeah, definitely.
And
not.
I'm genuinely wondering, like, are you okay? Like,
Yeah, like
thinking
what
you're
the
not the
hell?
asshole?
Yeah.
For
Of
real.
course you are.
You definitely are.
So your answer is yes, she is.
Yeah.
There's an
100%.
update
What?
on this one.
Well,
There's
can
an
Okay, so to the person who actually said, the sister, you are the asshole, but I'm going to give your sister some advice. If you're having issues and you're worried about your marriage, your sister who's young in age, having her go hang out with your husband one-on-one is never the answer. That's just asking for desire. You're putting your husband in the lion's den, and it's almost like a test that backfired, and it should have, and hopefully that wasn't the reason. Because if you're worried about your relationship, go to couples counseling. Last I checked, unless she said that she's a psychiatrist or a counselor, she's not the one to send.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, girl, like you, the one who is the asshole, because under no circumstances is it cool to sleep with your sister or your friends or anybody you know's husband or boyfriend, because that's just hoe status.
Yeah.
No excuse, no matter how much alcohol it is, you are a hoe and you are the asshole.
Even if, like, because she mentioned that he was the one that started making moves and being creepy, like,
Well, she still put
So
herself in
if
a
you
situation
know-
with somebody who's creepy. If you think they're creepy, you're not gonna be drinking
Yeah.
with that person.
She
You're
wanted
not-
him.
You had the
Yes.
intention and said, if something happens, cool. Maybe you thought to yourself and you feel a little less than an asshole, but you're still a huge asshole. That you didn't start it or you didn't initiate it. You're still a bitch for letting it happen. And then on top of that, you know what really makes you a loser is he just lost his job, and that's when you bang him? What's up with you women and banging unemployed people? You know,
They have nothing
Now
else
he's
to
a
give
bum.
you.
they can't even pay you after or take you to dinner. Go find you a baller and then bang him. At least he'll throw you a couple of hundies after,
Something.
or a present or something. This fool can't buy you a Happy Meal.
Like,
Basic empathy and morals should not be sleeping with your sister's husband. Ew, why would you want his thing that's been in her thing to go in your thing? Like, what? Ew. Like,
Just wanted to know what it was like, I guess.
oh,
Asshole.
You are, yes. Asshole. I have actually no words and no advice for you,
There is
honestly.
none. Quit being a hoe. Anybody.
Like, are you that ugly? Nobody else wanted to give you a second look? That's not true.
Well, maybe she's pretty because the wife is pretty. You know what I'm saying?
Still, it doesn't
But
matter.
still,
So,
that's just terrible.
I have no advice for you other than
Well, let's hear what your
have
bitch ass update is.
the day you
You're
deserve.
pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Is that the update?
I don't know.
Ah,
Okay, guys, I get it. You have ripped me apart in the comments,
Good.
and yeah, I admit I messed up. After deeply reflecting on my actions and seeking advice from others, I have come to realize the extent of the hurt and damage I caused to my sister and my family. I genuinely regret my behavior, and now I'm fully aware that I'm in the wrong. There is no excuse for what I did,
She
and I
should
was
have
trying
always
to excuse my actions because the thought of it was too painful. So, like how you said, like to make herself feel better.
yeah.
So that's why she was like, well, he too, and
You're still a hoe. Thanks for the update, but I'm glad everybody smashed you. And I say smashed you, everybody probably has smashed you. You know what I'm saying?
honestly, like no
So
shade.
get
but, like,
tested, bro. You know?
Last night, after reading comments, I mustered up the courage to reach out and apologize to my sister. Unfortunately, despite my sincere efforts, she has not only refused to speak to me, but has also blocked me from all forms of communication.
I know too.
Good.
So I wonder if she apologized right away, or
Yeah,
did she
like-
wait till she realized it, then said I'm
Yeah,
sorry?
like you didn't apologize to begin with. That's fucking bitch. Dude, exactly.
Damn,
Yeah.
girl. But yeah, I
That's-
mean, 3 assholes. You are an asshole.
Yes.
And obviously, everybody ripped you for a reason. 'Cause,
Yes.
I mean, I'm not even against hoe shit, but damn, the world
Like,
has
yeah.
8 billion people.
Yeah.
Why him or her or
Exactly.
whoever? Stay away from y'all
Exactly.
friends and families, and even if you know them, kind of, and they're with somebody, dude, there's hundreds of thousands of other people.
Just
Yes.
like them. There's like.
Better, probably. That fool's never gonna marry you, be with you, because you just showed him that you're the lowest of the lowest hoes, and he'll smash you again if he's drunk. But if you think that he's gonna fall in love with you and all that, you crazy.
Clock it!
That's crazy.
And if he does,
Clock
hey,
it!
and if he does marry you, he's gonna do the same shit to you.
That part!
With like your
Yes.
best friend, since he's probably out of sisters by now.
Yeah. There's no more to go around.
You know what
with
I'm
family.
saying? But damn, you are a biatch.
Yup.
And a slut, and definitely an asshole.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Stuff like this, like stories like this, make you really think of like there's generally people in the world who think stuff like that is
No
okay.
morals.
Yes, like no morals, no like I don't know. That's what really baffles me when I.
And don't get me wrong, I mean, even the other sister is part of the problem.
Yeah.
But that means that
because-
everybody, like you're saying, is fucked up.
Yes.
Because the man accepting it, because to me, if like that happened to me, my chick, I'd be like, you know what? Not because I would do anything, I'd be like, honestly, I'm just gonna go and get drunk with my homeboys. Go to the strip club. Cool? And we'll
Yeah.
make it rain a couple hundred or 1,000 or something. That's
With
it.
no job.
And then nobody, well,
Oh, yeah, remember
Maybe-
your broke, no job.
then maybe a couple dollars. One or $2. one beer and $1, and then, all right, fuck it, it's over. All right, well, that's episode number 5. Make sure that you
Subscribe, like, comment, share.
And send us your crazy secrets.
Right here, everybody.
That's it.
At secrets at nevertellyoursecrets.com.
Period.
All right, cool.
Bye.